I'm about to tell you something that's going to make your financial advisor squirm and your credit card companies absolutely furious. What if I told you you could be completely debt-free, not in 30 years, not in 10 years, but in 12 months or less? What if I told you that the very system designed to keep you broke is actually your pathway to wealth? You see, while everyone else is telling you to manage your debt and leverage your money, I'm here to tell you the raw, unfiltered truth. Debt is the enemy of wealth, and today we're declaring war. If you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, if you're sick of lying awake at night worrying about money, if you're ready to finally take control of your financial future, then hit that like button right now, because what I'm about to share with you has helped millions of families break free from the chains of debt, and you're about to become the next success story. Here's the brutal reality that nobody wants to talk about. The average American household carries over $6,000 in credit card debt alone. Add in car loans, student loans, and other consumer debt, and we're looking at families drowning in $137,000 of total debt on average. But here's what makes me angry, and I mean fighting mad. The financial industry wants you to believe this is normal. They want you to think that debt is a tool, that you need a credit score to win with money, that you should invest while paying minimums on your debt. Folks, that's absolute garbage. You know what's really happening? You're being sold a lie that's keeping you broke, stressed, and enslaved to monthly payments for the rest of your life. Every month you're sending hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars to credit card companies, banks, and loan sharks instead of building wealth for your family. Most people believe they need 20 to 30 years to get out of debt. That's the trap that's keeping you poor, and I'm here to shatter that myth once and for all. By the end of this video, you're going to have the exact blueprint that has helped millions of people become debt-free in record time. You're going to understand the psychological tricks that make debt payoff actually work, and you're going to walk away with a step-by-step action plan to kiss your debts goodbye within 12 months. We're not talking about debt management, we're talking about debt elimination. We're not talking about lower interest rates, we're talking about zero interest because you are going to owe nobody nothing. First things first, we've got to get brutally honest about where you are right now. I don't care if it hurts, I don't care if it's embarrassing, because you can't change what you don't acknowledge. Here's what you're going to do today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. You're going to list every single debt you owe. Credit cards, car loans, student loans, personal loans, money borrowed from Uncle Bob, everything. Write down the name of the creditor, the total balance, and the minimum payment. Most people have never done this exercise, and that's exactly why they stay broke. You cannot hit a target you cannot see, and right now, your debt is a moving target in the dark. I've had people call my radio show who had no idea they owed $80,000 until they did this exercise. The pain you feel when you see that total number, good. That pain is going to fuel your journey to freedom. Before you pay an extra penny on debt, you need $1,000 in the bank as a starter emergency fund. Not $500, not whatever I can scrape together, exactly $1,000. Why? Because life is going to happen while you're paying off debt. The car is going to break down, the kids are going to need something for school, the water heater is going to die. Without an emergency fund, you're going to end up right back on the credit cards, and we're not going backwards. This isn't your vacation fund, this isn't your Christmas fund, this is your the sky is falling fund, and you don't touch it unless it's a real emergency. A pizza craving is not an emergency. A sale at your favorite store is not an emergency. Sell stuff, work overtime, deliver pizzas on the weekend. I don't care what it takes. Get that $1,000 as fast as humanly possible. Now, here's where I'm going to blow your mind and make every mathematician on the planet mad at me. We're not going to pay off the highest interest rate first. We're going to pay off the smallest balance first. Why? Because personal finance is 20% head knowledge and 80% behavior. You need quick wins to stay motivated. You need to see debts disappearing to keep you going when it gets tough. And trust me, it's going to get tough. Here's how the debt snowball works. List all your debts from smallest balance to largest balance. Pay minimum payments on everything. Throw every extra penny at the smallest debt. When that debt is gone, take that payment and add it to the minimum payment of the next smallest debt. Repeat until you're debt-free. I've watched this method work for over 30 years. A family in Ohio paid off $78,000 in 18 months using this method. A single mom in Texas knocked out $45,000 in 14 months. The math nerds will tell you to pay the highest interest rate first, but math nerds aren't broke. You are. Let me ask you this. If you ever tried to stick to a diet that was mathematically perfect but psychologically impossible, how'd that work out for you?
You absolutely cannot get out of debt without a budget. A budget is not about restriction. It's about permission. It's about telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Every dollar needs a job before you spend it. Every dollar needs an assignment. At the end of the month, your income minus your expenses should equal zero. That's called a zero-based budget, and it's the foundation of wealth building. Most Americans have never lived on a budget, and that's exactly why most Americans are broke. You're going to track every penny for the next 12 months. I don't care if you use an app, a spreadsheet, or the old-fashioned envelope method, but you're going to know where every dollar goes. The first few months are going to be rough. You're going to mess up, you're going to overspend in some categories and underspend in others. That's normal. But by month 3, you're going to be a budget ninja, and that's when the magic starts happening. Real quick, how many of you right now are thinking, Dave, this sounds hard? Drop a comment below and let me know what your biggest fear is about getting out of debt. I read every single comment, and I want to help you push through whatever's holding you back. While you're cutting expenses and living on a budget, we need to attack this debt from the other side, increasing your income. The average American watches 5 hours of TV per day. That's 35 hours per week, almost a full-time job. What if instead of watching TV, you delivered pizzas 2 nights a week? What if you drove for a rideshare company on weekends? What if you sold stuff around your house that you don't need? I had a caller who sold so much stuff in her house that her kids asked if they were moving. Another caller delivered newspapers before his regular job and paid off $30,000 in extra payments in 1 year. The intensity you bring to these 12 months will determine how fast you get out of debt. You can either live like no one else now, so that later you can live like no one else, or you can stay normal and stay broke. Around month 4 or 5, you're going to get tired. You're going to see your friends going out to expensive dinners while you're eating beans and rice. You're going to want to quit. This is where most people fail, but you're not most people. Here's how you stay motivated. First, celebrate every victory. When you pay off a credit card, cut it up and have a little party. Take a photo, post it on social media. Tell the world you're doing something extraordinary and you should be proud. Second, keep a visual reminder of your progress. Some people use a thermometer drawing, others use a debt-free chart. Every time you pay off a debt, mark it off with a big red X. Visual progress keeps you going. Third, surround yourself with people who support your journey. If your friends are constantly trying to get you to spend money you don't have, you might need new friends. Find people who are also on this journey or have already walked this path. Here's what I need you to understand. While everyone else is making minimum payments and managing their debt for the next 30 years, you're going to be debt-free in 12 months. While everyone else is stressed about money, you're going to sleep peacefully knowing you don't owe anybody anything. But, and this is crucial, most people will watch this video, get excited for about 5 minutes, and then go right back to their old habits. They'll make excuses, they'll say it's too hard, they'll convince themselves that their situation is different. Don't be most people. Your family is counting on you. Your future is counting on you. That person you could become, debt-free, financially secure, generous, and at peace, that person is counting on you to take action right now. The credit card companies don't want you to know this information. The banks don't want you to be debt-free. They make billions of dollars keeping you trapped in monthly payments. But you are about to break free from the matrix. Let me leave you with this.
A year from now, you're going to be in one of two places. You're either going to be debt-free or you're going to be 12 months deeper in debt with 12 months of interest payments behind you. The choice is yours, but you have to choose right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not after the holidays. Right now. Here's your homework for today. Go make that complete list of all your debts. Start working on that $1,000 emergency fund. Create your first budget. Take the first step, no matter how small. What's the first debt you're going to attack with the debt snowball method? Drop it in the comments below. I want to celebrate with you when you pay it off. If this video has fired you up to finally take control of your financial future, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. We're going to walk this journey together, and I'm going to give you everything you need to win with money. Remember, if you will live like no one else, later you can live like no one else. Your debt-free journey starts right now. Let's do this thing.